All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Really appreciate it. We're part of something that is truly special. And if you're in the industry, that may seem like, yeah, you've heard this before. But I'll let you know a little bit about myself. My name is Eric Malysa. My background is information technology and engineering. 15 years in biomedical, 5 years in fintech, 3 years in AI, and over probably about 15 years in network marketing. So I've done a little bit of everything. And I would say I'm an introvert, but somehow I think that kind of is no longer the case. But I grew up as an introvert. I'm very much into technology. And when I saw this, what we're going to be seeing here today, I'm actually familiar with resonance type technology. Uh, but this was something truly unique. And when it came to me, sorry, my cat's attacking me. When it came to me, I didn't understand it at first because it was brought to me as kind of like the compensation plan is great. You've got to see it. And it didn't make sense to me from a compensation plan uh, point of view at first. And then back around, a good friend of mine, Rafal, he says, Eric, you really have to take a look at this because the product is very viral because of how powerful the testimonials are and the compensation plan. Look at the compensation plan. This is something that's pretty incredible. So took a second look at it, and I looked at the testimonials, and we're going to hear about that from Van and Toan today, tonight. But I was like, wow, I really have to jump into this. And I'm glad I did. Uh, for my own self, for my own, like my health, I've lost over 100 pounds. I do carnivore, I do intermittent fasting. Like I've done a lot to reverse my own, my own situation. So when I got the device, it was something that what I noticed was an uplift in my energy and that I actually sleep better at night. Instead of going to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm falling asleep at 10, 11 o'clock at night and I'm out. So I've had it for over almost close to 2 weeks now. So what I want to get into is really handing this over to Toan and Van, but I want to introduce them. So they are very, very humble people. And that's what I look for is in people that have integrity and morals. And those are the people that I want to align with. Like you basically almost have to they're not going to tell you like, oh, I make this much money per month or something like that. They're about the mission and seeing other people succeed. They have success in their life, and this is something that they're aligned with. They have their own company. Well, they've actually had their own network marketing company between combined. I think they have over 45 years in the industry, and have helped produce multiple seven-figure earners. They have their own firm, which is Mint Digital, that creates a lot of the back offices and marketing for almost 60% of the network marketing companies out there. So they've seen pretty much all of it that's out there. And so for something like this to come across their lap, I'm going to let them tell their story, but I'm really excited to have them here tonight. And so with that, I'm going to let them take it away. Thank
Thank
you
you so
guys for being here.
Thank you so much, Eric. We appreciate it. And we appreciate all of your guys' time. We'll be quick about our story so we can kind of get into the details of why Eric is so excited. And we got a chance to meet with him and their crew. And, we feel the same. I think truly after you speak with Eric, you can hear that he's very mission driven. And, the money is a byproduct because I think we all understand the whole philosophy. If you help enough people get what they want, you get everything that you want. So we've heavily relied on that component to our career. So Toan and I, we've been in this industry for over 20 years, both. Actually met through the industry, got married, had a family. And honestly, we got into this industry not really knowing where it was going to go like many of us. We just were looking for a side income. Long story short, it led us down this path where I will tell you that the biggest contribution to why we've been successful the way that we've been is the association that we got from network marketing. And one of the biggest things that we notice is that some of the biggest top money earners in the industry, they're servant leaders. So long story short, I will tell you guys, if 7 months ago you had told me specifically that I was going to get back into network marketing, I would have laughed at you and said, that's not even going to happen, because I love the industry, but it wasn't in alignment for me at the time, because we've gone through everything. I think everyone, if you've had some experience and level of success in the industry, you see the good, bad, and ugly. And it doesn't just happen in network marketing, it happens in every industry. But I kind of got to the point where, like Eric said, we were field distributors, then we became corporate, and then we ended up owning our own company, saw a lot of things that we didn't align with. And ultimately last year, July of last year, I made the decision that I was actually going to walk away from the industry and I was going to pursue other avenues of entrepreneurship. And when we were first introduced to the concept, it was through a really good friend of ours, Paul, that we've known since 2016. We met through the industry. He actually was out in Dubai with my husband for a different project. My husband calls me on the phone. He shows me the eye massager, and I said, "What are you wearing? You look like RoboCop." And he was like, "Oh, Paul's going back into product MLM." Immediately, I cut off the conversation. I said, "Tell Paul good luck. Bye." Because I didn't want to hear it. So he comes home, he brings the device, he buys it to support Paul. I don't know what it is. He doesn't really explain it to me, because anybody that knows health and wellness, you don't go to Toan about it, because Toan usually just follows what I tell him to do in health. So he comes home, he's like, "Oh, I don't know, this device massages your eyes and you fall asleep." So I put it on and I'm thinking it's going to cause wrinkles to my face, because I don't really know what it does. And I don't use it. We leave it on the side on our nightstand. And from November of 2024 until March of 2025, every several weeks, Twan's like, "Paul wants to talk to us." And I'm like, "Nope, don't want to talk to Paul." Then finally in March, Twan goes, "Can you just be a friend and get on a Zoom so Paul can talk to us?" And, obviously, if you throw the friend card in there, I'm not going to be like, "No, I don't want to be Paul's friend." We get on a Zoom call. He explains everything. And at the end, just like Eric, I heard the comp plan. I was like, that's kind of cool. It actually is very different from what I know in network marketing. So I looked at my husband, I tapped him, I said, "You should probably do it." Because I was like, still, nope, I'm not getting involved. My husband, he was like, "Cool comp plan, but not really interested." So what happened was Paul said, "Hey, this company really wants to go into North America. We need to hire your marketing company to translate all the tools from Chinese to English." And that's what ended up happening, was that Paul onboarded his marketing company to create all the tools. And from March until May, him and his partner, Jason, more Jason because he does more of the development of the tools, was creating all of this. And behind the scenes, Jason was learning about the product. He was learning about the opportunity and was getting kind of excited. But, Twan, in his mind, he's like, "Cool, get excited, but don't tell me about it." So he ended up taking off. His partner went to Japan for a vacation and ended up meeting a friend that he met through the industry. And this person just so happened to be looking for a new direct sales company, because the one that he was a part of was falling apart. So Jason showed him the device. Long story short, what was supposed to be a 3-day trip to Japan, Jason stayed for 3 weeks. They started exploding in sales. And he ended up telling Twan, like, "Hey, I think I'm going to build this company," because like Eric said, they service a lot of network marketing companies. So they don't typically get involved in the field side. So this was the first time Jason had expressed interest in a company they were servicing. So he said, "Yeah, good luck to you. We're going to be doing our thing, but yeah, go ahead, do whatever you guys want to do." So Jason ended up flying over to Hawaii. And this is where the game kind of changed for us, because all the testimonials happening prior, they were all in Japanese. And when you translate, you don't really feel any type of impact when you read something. It's like, "Oh, cool, that sounds great." But for me, I've been in product for 20 years. I don't get impacted in an emotional way on product testimonials, only because every product company has those types of testimonials. So what happened was, when he flew over to Hawaii, he met up with this couple that we all knew from our very first network marketing career. So we all mutually knew each other. They were struggling with one of the health problems that her husband experienced as a side effect to a situation that he went through 14 years ago. And essentially, he couldn't feel the right side of his body. And long story short, They were skeptical because they tried everything holistic possible in the 14 years to try to get that feeling back. And no promises. They put their feet on the device. And I'm going to tell you guys this disclaimer. Not everybody gets an experience the first time, but it just so happened that this couple experienced something where he noticed that he felt heat on the right side of his body. And his wife was in utter shock that she was like, how are you feeling heat when you haven't been able to feel anything on the right side of your body for 14 years? And so after that situation happened, she got emotional. She started crying. And if you guys are familiar with the island, it's like a small town, right? Everyone knows each other for generations at a time. So anyone and everyone that knew Villy's story, she called them and she was like, you need to come try this device out. And it just went crazy. So in the month of May and June, the island sold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of devices and still didn't capture my husband and I's attention until the end of June. Our friend Paul, which is the one that originally sponsored my husband, he calls us and he says, guys, you should really look at what's going on right now. It's all happening under you guys. And so we sat down and we had an open mind, like, okay, we're hearing these stories. These are people that we actually know. What is going on? Why are so many people excited about this? He pitched us back in March, but I'm going to be honest, guys, I didn't have an open mind. So everything he said went in one ear and just went out the other. So I didn't really pay attention. So we sat down, and when he started sharing the compensation plan, and this, I will tell you guys from my perspective, what I look for. Number one, the fact that you just buy a product and forever you're active in the tree. You do not require a monthly auto ship, and you do not require to do all these things to rank advance. And the best part, it's not a month-to-month rank advancement. It's actually a cumulative rank advancement. So you're telling me that when you buy a product, you're not asking your members to continue to pay anything, which is amazing, right? And the second thing is you're not forcing your members to run month end, which ends up being that they miss out on a lot of situations in their family because you're closing out month end. If any of you guys have experience in network marketing, I will tell you guys, I was at that point in our life that I don't want to miss Halloween anymore. I don't want to miss New Year's Eve because I'm stressed out about closing out on a rank. And I most certainly didn't want to miss out on school events or anything surrounding the end of the month. And I couldn't be present with our family anymore. So when I heard and actually truly listened to the comp plan, that's when Toan and I said, let's test this out and see what's going to happen. So we called our very first friend to come over our house. And thank goodness we were not plugged in and we didn't know what we were talking about. Hang on, you're about to have me connect to the car so they won't hear me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we could hear you.
Make sure. Okay, perfect. So what ended up happening is, thank goodness we were not plugged in. We didn't know what we were doing. So we invited our friends to come over, knew them for 20 years, and dramatically from a situation that happened almost 10 years ago. And she had a very, very challenging walking normal through our home. And so when we invited them over, we ended up not knowing what we were doing, but we knew that the feet needed to go on the device. So when we sat them down, we're like, hey, Stephanie, put your feet on the device for 30 minutes. And then they're like, okay, so what is it supposed to do? We're like, we're not really sure. Just put your feet on the device. And then Toan took his phone and mirrored to our TV and pulled up Chat GPT. And he put in Chat GPT benefits of PEMF. So we were scrolling through, letting him read it. And then after the sit down was done, we sat for maybe another hour and a half. And then she stood up, she walked out, and she was not walking the way she walked in. She was walking very different, and she looked like she was walking with ease. And both Toan and I were like, if we didn't see this for ourselves, we wouldn't have totally believed it. Though we heard stories in Hawaii, we don't live there to witness it. But we witnessed our own friends that we've known for 20 years experience something on the first try. And because of that, he left our home, and that night he called Toan and he said, what is that device? I want to buy it. And I also want to get the head. He called it the head goggles. So easily $2,000 was sold. And me and my husband were like, that was the easiest product sale we've done in our career in network marketing, that we barely spoke. We literally had people put their feet on the device, and then we chat GPT'd all of the content, and we played the videos, and that was it. And so that became the trigger to now understanding why people were so excited about OlyLife, because there's a product. If you understand, product, unfortunately and fortunately, is that most product people want to feel something in order for them to believe that the product works. So when we analyzed the situation from my perspective from product, I said, wow, people feel the product, not heal. I'm not saying they feel a difference, but they feel the heat of their ankles on the first use, which is a very big deal, because if you can give a feeling in a product company, that goes viral very quick. The second thing that blew our mind was the compensation plan doesn't require so much money to be paid out by a member before they ever make a commission. And because of that, both Toan and I recognize that that's a winning combination for a product company and network marketing, and the timing of the entire situation, which will lead us now into, let us quickly go through the products and the company and introduce you guys to the compensation plan. So we're going to go ahead and do a screen share real quick. Okay. Okay. So can you guys see our screen?
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. Oops, sorry. Okay. So we're introducing you guys to OlyLife, which it was founded in December of this year. It will be officially 3 years old as a company. But what OlyLife has been able to do in less than 3 years is nothing but remarkable. And I guarantee you guys, and I know I don't say guarantee very often, but I can guarantee you guys, this is going to be a multi-billion-dollar company, because in less than 3 years, they've officially achieved $80+ million a month in revenue. They ship to over 152 countries. They've broken over 200 millionaires. And they've been able to open up headquarters in multiple areas of Asia. That includes Singapore, Xiamen, Malaysia, Taiwan, or Thailand, Indonesia, Hong Kong. Taiwan also has one. And their main focus currently right now, as the new expanding markets, is USA and South Korea. Japan is also getting ready to open a corporate headquarters as well. And guys, that's not the limitation, is that this company, it is doing $1 billion+ a year in mostly Asia. And their biggest focus is now they're going after the English speaking market. And that includes budding markets like Australia, UK, Europe, all over the world. There's so many areas of the world that is not even familiar with OlyLife. So you're looking at a company that's less than 3 years old, but has already officially hit $1 billion in sales last year. And the reason why we're super excited about why this company and why we're involved is because the products are working so well on people that these are some of the world-class athletes around the world that decided to voluntarily partner with OlyLife. And I say that because that's a very big deal. If you understand celebrities or athletes, they typically don't put their name to anything unless they're getting paid to do so. And these people like Michael Owen, Lee Chung-wee, they voluntarily put their name to this company because after experiencing the product, they notice the difference in how they're feeling. And I just want to share with you guys that the technology that you're learning about with this device is PEMF with terahertz. And this is not a new technology. NASA actually discovered PEMF back in the 70s. And it's been FDA approved as a form of a treatment since the late 70s. I think it was in 1979 that it got approved as an FDA treatment. And so because of that, this concept and why OlyLife developed the main selling product, which is the P90 or P90 Plus, is because they wanted to bring a concept that was already proven to work, but make it in a convenient device that you can have at home and have an everyday experience for you to have the best health possible. And so for us, after hearing about this and really learning and understanding what this company's been able to do from an opportunity standpoint, it made sense. From the product perspective, they have over 167 patents around the P90 alone and how they built it. So you're not going to be able to find this device. And you might find copycats that are claiming they're the same thing, but these specific devices right here, there's 167 patents that surround the build of it. And this company alone holds over 800 patents in general because of their research and development and products that they've launched and products that they will continue to launch. And so the opportunity is wide open because this is just the starting point of, I truly believe, a multi-billion-dollar brand, because this endless possibility of it being a tech health and wellness device, you are now stepping into multi-trillion-dollar categories with AI and technology paired with health and wellness. So this is the products. The main selling products is the P90, P90 Plus. It's a feet device. And here's what I will tell you guys from being a product person. I love the convenience of this product. I love that you don't have to change your lifestyle, because anybody that has represented health and wellness specifically, whether it's supplements, some sort of product that you're taking, you understand that a lot of the times with these types of companies, a lifestyle change is necessary. But I love the fact that all you have to do is put your feet on the device. The session is 20 to 30 minutes. You can watch a TV show while you're doing it, listen to personal development, or whatever it is that you enjoy on your leisure time. You can enjoy the benefits of what the PEMF is doing for your body, and then you don't have to do anything extra. It doesn't require an extra step. A lot of people bring these devices to their job and they stick it under their desk and they do their one session while they're having to sit for 8 to 9 hours at the desk. And the biggest benefit that I will tell you guys that we've noticed that a lot of these testimonials, it's surrounding the fact that unfortunately in life, we're put in scenarios like how we're sitting at our desk or sitting in our car. We're sitting for a long period of time. And if you understand that that is not necessarily healthy for your blood circulation, this product is encouraging and promoting a healthier blood flow that happens throughout your entire body. And because of that, that is the first thing that people are noticing, that whatever is tied to healthier blood circulation, people are noticing a difference after using this device. And so because of that main product, it has allowed this company to create trust amongst the consumers, and other people are buying products like the G1 eye massager. Guys, this is a very big deal for eye care. If you understand, we're always in front of a screen like how we're sitting right now. You know, blue light, all of that stuff can be damaging to our eye health. The G1 eye massager has PEMF and it also has massage therapy. So when you use the P90 Plus and the G1 eye massager, it's like a spa day that gives you relaxation, but it's also encouraging better eye health overall for you with having PEMF direct to your eye socket. And then it also has a water bottle. They also have the air purifier that creates negative ion. If you guys understand, positive ions come out of all of our tech devices. And this actually creates negative ion. And then we also have the Vitality Wand, which has PEMF waves and terahertz. And we encourage anyone that does have a pacemaker, do not use the P90. But if you want to use something that is going to be effective, the Vitality Wand is going to be it. So these are the products that OlyLife currently has in their product line. And then we just want to show you guys the up and coming products that we heard. This shaken massager, since this is actually launching next month, we don't have the official date, but the shaken massager is going to be a game changer. If you pair the shaken massager with the P90 or P90 Plus, this does two things. It actually helps belly fat. So if you want to get rid of some of the belly fat, and if you have lower back issues, this is going to be the ideal product paired with the P90, because the shaken massager uses all types of technology, including red light, radio frequency, PEMF. It has, what is it? Ultrasound technology, red light therapy. I think I might have said that. But it has like 7 different frequencies that it's going to utilize, where it's actually breaking down, some of the fat cells that you have around your belly. And if you pair that with the P90, the P90 encourages and boosts your metabolism, which will then push out what the shake and massager is doing to the belly. Guys, the owner, the one that developed and created this, they said that just him pairing the shake and massager with the P90 in a 90-day window. I'm not claiming this is what you're going to get, guys. This is just a testimonial of the owner. He said that he lost 40 pounds and 4 inches around his waist. So Paul just told us that, guys. Again, we haven't had a chance to experience the product. Nobody in the field has access to it. And we were told that it's actually officially going live next month. And that is the newest product launching. But they have so many other products that are coming down the line, like their own water system that is incredible. And the number one agenda that this company is all for is their future, and where they're taking this company is they ultimately want to be an AI-driven, customized device health and wellness company. So when next month, when this goes live, if you purchase a shake and massager, you'll actually get a free Ollie watch. It's an AI smartwatch that will collect your data and track it, and it will not be sold. We confirm with the owner they do not sell your data. It's encrypted into the blockchain, but they will capture your data, and then it will actually communicate with the shake and massager. It will communicate with the water device to give you exactly the minerals that are necessary in your water, and to actually put the shake and massager at a certain frequency, because that is what's necessary for your body to get at the optimal benefit. So those are our products. And guys, I will tell you, the testimonials that we've been able to collect since our organization sold its very first product in May has been incredible. So I encourage you guys, if you are interested, get back with Eric or whoever invited you on this call at the end. They can invite you into reading some of the testimonials that our team has been able to collect. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to hand it over to Toan to quickly talk about the compensation plan. But I will tell you guys that if you are completely open to the idea of a new way in network marketing, I know it sounds corny and I know we hear it all the time, but when I tell you guys, you truly hear the details of why this company's comp plan is different from every other network marketing company, you'll truly appreciate the fact that they're not trying to get the distributors to continue to spend endless commissions on their products. They genuinely want you to be healthy. They genuinely want you to feel good. And in return, when you're compensated, they want you to keep as much of your commissions as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Toan, and he'll go through the compensation plan.
All right, sounds good. So, uh, first of all, Van did incredible, kind of giving you guys an overview of the products. Now, I know there's like 6, 7 different products in general, as what Van shared with you, that our flagship products is the P90, which you saw. For some of you guys that are looking for the first time, you're like, okay, which one is which again? So the P90 is like our standard product that most people actually, start with. And then eventually most people will like either upgrade, or they decide to add a bundle in with P90 Plus, and they add the G1, right? So it's really up to you. You get in whichever one you fit in or you feel comfortable with. So what I want to do is I want to highlight and touch up on the rewards plan. I'm a firm believer that it's impossible for a person that's checking out something for the first time to remember everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to graze through it. I'm going to be able to touch up on a few different things. And of course, we have videos that you can watch, you can research on, and do your own due diligence. Today is more like an introduction out of respect for Eric and whoever that invited you on. So you see right in front of you, there's 3 different ways that you can get started. You can get started with either $1,000 purchase, 2,000, or 6,000. So what does that look like? For $1,000, you can buy the P90, which is what you saw with the 2 plates that you put your feet on. For 2,000, we call this a 2,000 combo. You can purchase a P90 Plus and the G1 Galaxy goggles, right? So Galaxy goggles is 500, the P90 Plus is 1,500, making it 2,000. And 6,000 is an assorted amount of whichever product you want. Maybe you're someone that wants to have like excess inventory. Maybe you want to have product available at your disposal so that you can actually build a business with, you can share it with people, you can demo more. It's really entirely up to you, whichever one you feel comfortable. Now, I want you to understand why there's 3 different tiers or 3 different packages. One of the biggest reasons is you can actually take advantage of the first way you get compensated, which is called the team bonus. This is actually very interesting. You get to earn 5% from the person that is right above you. So normally in a business model like this, normally you earn from the people below you. But in this one, you get to earn 5% from the person that is directly above you. Now, what does that mean? That means that if they are working, if they plan on building a business, when they do and they earn commission, you're picking up 5%. How much of that can you earn? Up to 3 times. So if you purchase $1,000, you're able to earn 3 times of $1,000. So you can earn up to $3,000 max. Now, if you purchase $2,000, you're able to earn 6,000 max, and $6,000, you see that right in front of you, you earn 18,000 max. Now, this is, I would say, the smallest piece of the 6 ways you can earn. I don't bank on this. Van and I, we don't really over promote this. We just say this is just like an extra carrot on top, right? This is just a little extra caveat. So, and another thing you need to know is upgrades are excluded, meaning it's very important on you deciding on your first time purchase. Now, again, you want to get in whichever one you feel most comfortable with, okay? There's no pressure. Now, that's the first way you get compensated. The second way you get compensated is this is called fast start, but we know it as direct sell bonuses. What does that mean? Well, whenever you directly introduce this product to someone, you're going to earn a bonus. Now, every single time that they continue to buy or upgrade, you're going to continue to earn a bonus. So here's an example. You purchase you introduce it to me, Toan. You had me demo the device. I put my feet on it and I feel it. And I really want to improve my health and my wellness. Okay. So I decide to actually make a purchase of $1,000. I buy the P90 as an example. Well, the P90 for $1,000 will produce 750 PV. This is volume that is used to calculate your commissions. So 1,000 will produce 750 PV. You're going to earn 10% in a bonus off of that PV. So 10% of 750, you earn $75. Now, it might sound low, but here's the great thing. How many of us know someone that owns an iPhone? How many of you own an iPhone? Chances are this isn't your first iPhone, or your friend or family that you're thinking of or not, chances are that's not their first iPhone. In fact, Van and I, as an example, we've owned iPhones since I've owned it since the first generation. Van's owned it since maybe the 5th generation. She's a BlackBerry girl. I had to convert her, right? But since then, we've upgraded our phones. We try to skip a few years here and there, but for the most part, we've upgraded all the way to iPhone 16. In fact, both of our kids are teenagers. They are now part of the Apple family. And we have MacBook, MacBook Air, MacBook Pro. You understand the whole point, right? Our family alone has contributed to um, Apple's whoever the shareholders are, at least $50,000 in revenue just from our household alone. So what if you were a person that owned an Apple store and you were able to earn 10% of every purchase that person that you enrolled directly? This is pretty much what this direct sell bonus is. Okay. So that's the second way you get compensated. Now, the third way you get compensated is called a tier bonus. This has been a very complicated explanation, and I figured out the easiest way for me to explain it is you having to understand 2 rules, okay, to earn this bonus. The first rule that you need to know is that we're building 2 teams. So rule number 1 is as long as you enroll 2 people that purchase the product, minimum of $1,000, one person on your left and then one person on your right. Who has to enroll them? It anyway, it could be you, it could be a person that is above you that drops it underneath you, it could be a team member that's enrolled someone underneath you. As long as there's 2 purchases, one on the left, one on the right, minimum of $1,000, that's rule number 1 completed. Rule number 2 is that it opens up a new level. So what does that mean? That means that um it goes deeper in depth. Okay, so imagine you imagine you yourself as like as a starting point, and let's just keep it simple. You enroll one person on the left that buys 1,000, and you enroll someone on the right that buys 1,000. Okay, let's just keep it that simple. When you complete that process, you're going to receive a $375, they call it a tier bonus. Okay, now that's one time. Now here's what's interesting. Let's say those two people, okay, they each enrolled one person, one on the left and then one on the right. Okay, when that happens, you earn another $375 bonus. Now, as long as that keeps getting repeated, okay, third level, fourth level, fifth level, as long as it gets deeper, one enrolled on the left, one enrolled on the right, you're going to earn $375 tier bonus, unlimited depth, no level cap. So that means that if it goes 100 levels deep, you make 37,500. If it goes 1,000 levels deep, that's $375,000. But the best part is that's just on a purchase of 1,000. What if they purchase 2,000? If there was a 2,000 on the left, 2,000 right, it upgrades to $750. If it upgrades to $6,000, it goes up to $2,250. So the income becomes very, very, it's a very huge potential on the tier bonus. Okay, so that's the third way you get compensated. The fourth way you get compensated is called group sales bonus. If you've been in business for a while, you might know the term binary. So binary means we're building two teams, okay? And as your team is growing, okay, eventually you're going to get to the point where one of your teams, whether it's the left or the right, it becomes bigger. And then the other one is just smaller. It just happens that way, okay? Now, on this particular bonus, you get rewarded on your smaller team. Now, when I say the word smaller, your smaller team could be significant, right? It all depends. Now, how you would earn is whatever that volume is in there in that smaller team, you're going to earn anywhere between 11% up to 13% on that volume. So if you bought $1,000 package, you earn 11% on that volume with a max of $1,000 a day. When you upgrade to $2,000 or you bought a $2,000 package, your commission becomes 12% with a maximum $2,000 a day. And at 6,000, you can earn 13% with a maximum of $7,000 a day. The person who brought us in, these numbers are astronomical. Personally, for Van and I, we believe that if a person makes an extra $500 a month, that is extremely very significant. The person who brought us in, he's a person that when you get a chance to get to know him, he's just a normal guy. Okay, a normal guy that basically works hard and saw a vision. He's actually earning 13%. He's maxed out $7,000 a day already, and he's just plugged into our system. Obviously, results are going to vary, but I just want to give you guys an example. Now, the second to the last way you get compensated is called coaching bonus. Some of you guys may know this as a check match. To keep this really simple, you're going to earn 10% on the person that you bring in, whatever they earn in their group sales bonus or their binary. So, and then level 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, you earn 5% per level. What does that mean? This gives you a great example. If you brought Danny in, you're going to earn 10% off of Danny's binary or group commission. So if Danny earns $3,000, you're going to earn 10% of that. So you pick up $300. Now, if Danny brings in Ali, you pick up 5% off of that. So if she earns $3,000, you pick up 5% of that, which is $150. This goes all the way down 6 levels. This is pretty significant. And then the last way you get compensated, you guys, to keep it as simple as I can, is a global pool. Earlier, Van emphasized so much that in Asia, they're doing $80 million a month in sales. 80 million. It's such a huge number. It's like even my own mind cannot comprehend it, right? That's a lot of money that the companies generate within 3 years, right? Now, none of that business is generated underneath you. It's not generated underneath ourselves. So we don't get any of that business. But what if you can? So the company figured out a way to do that because 5% of all of the annual revenue gets put into a pool and it's shared amongst every person that qualifies for this. So to qualify, all you have to do, we'll just focus on the first one. As long as your team can enroll 14 people on the left, 14 people on the right, and this is based on purchasing $1,000 each. Okay, so if they purchase $2,000, that cuts in half. 7 people on the left, 7 on the right. But 14 on the left, 14 right, and this is cumulative. This is not every single month. As long as you reach this this milestone, you're gonna earn 1 share in this bonus pool paid out once a year. And then you can see the rest of the numbers. You can achieve more shares, 2, 4, 10, 20, up to 60 additional shares within this bonus pool. So now all that revenue and all the annual revenue that comes in, you now get to earn a piece of that business, even though it's not generated through the efforts of you, it's generated from the efforts of other people. So guys, we just basically gave you guys like literally like a whole brick of information. And especially myself, I mean, I just timed myself. I did everything in like 15 minutes. So I can't imagine just explaining how you get the 6 ways to get compensated in 15 minutes when this is something that, like Rafal's on the Zoom right now, right? He likes to spend like a whole hour just every single piece of thing, how you backs up this and that. But this is a slight overview. We want to keep it slight, keep it nice and tight. And, more than anything else, Van really wants you guys to understand the product and how it's really giving value to people. And Eric did text me. He's like, hey, I just want to keep this nice and sweet and simple. I care about the people on here, and I just want them to be, I want them to understand a genuine explanation behind what OlyLife's all about. And that's what it is. We wanted to keep it nice and tight for you guys, and allow you guys to understand what OlyLife is and how it can benefit people and how it can benefit you if you decide to build this business.
And the last thing that we just want to add to it for the timing of the entire situation, because we always want to gauge people, give them the information, and you can decide where it fits in. If you're more of a product person, if you're also an opportunity person, we want to end it with this, is that the reason why North America is a heavy focus for OlyLife is when we went out to meet with the owner, he flat out said, we're doing 80 plus million in Asia, and that's amazing. But the numbers and the stats of network marketing is the fact that 37% of the 140 plus billion dollars generated annually in the industry comes from the United States. So they believe that if they're doing 80 plus, they're going to do 3 to 4 times the amount in North America alone. And I will tell you guys that I'm not a hype person. I'm not someone that projects what we think is going to happen. I'm more of like, here's the data, and then you can decide based on the numbers where you believe this is going to go. But here's the facts. Our organization, I'm just going to speak upon our upline, our sponsor. Paul started officially 1 year ago, October of 2024, and he started Taiwan and China. And China and Taiwan last month in September did $1.2 million in sales. Hong Kong and Macau last month did 1.94 million in sales. North America, which is our organization, did 1.93 in sales last month. So we're not even around for a year, but we're progressively moving faster in numbers than his organization that started with him a year ago. So just based on the trajectory and the sheer numbers of what we've been able to do, we're already out producing faster than what his Asia team has done since he started. So Paul and Brian, Brian is actually one of the master distributors, they flat out said, just based on watching the numbers since they've been a part of the company, they absolutely believe that Ollie Nation will be the biggest organization in their entire team. So I say Ollie Nation because that obviously also includes Australia, Europe and things like that. But the numbers itself just show that what the owner said and what the industry proves is that in North America, we do grow 37% of the revenue, and it's moving faster than all the other markets just based on timing. So with that.
Yeah, Van brought up Ollie Nation. We'll end it with this, you guys, unless Eric or Rafal wants to say anything else, but we'll stick around. You'll get to see like, so we'll wrap it with this. As you can see, we're in our car. We got some light on, and you can see like we have our own little camera thing going on here inside the car here, right? Um, we we are just like you guys. We have two kids. Our son's 13, our daughter's 16. We chauffeur them until hopefully, she gets to the point where she gets her license and, she helps us out. And you guys, if you're a parent, you know what we're talking about. So we are normal. We own a traditional business. We have all the same stuff that you guys have, right? We're busy like all you guys. And Ollie Nation is founded upon having systems that's in place that are busy bees like you guys. Whether you guys work a full-time job, you run a traditional business, you guys got kids. We believe in tools, system, and automation. So what you're gonna notice that if you decide to plug in and you say, hey, you know what, I want to supplement my income or whatever is within your comfort, okay? If you decide to be part of this, you'll be exposed to the system, the tools to allow you to create some level of automation, whether you are shy, whether you don't like talking as much and you want to use some tools to make life a whole lot easier. You'll be able to be exposed to the systems that we have in place to make your life as easy as possible to make this of ease. So that's my one comment for everybody.
Okay, and then we'll answer the question about product shipping. So we want to obviously give you guys a disclaimer. Participating in the company, we are officially not localized into the US, meaning we are pre-launch phase right now. The company is based out of Singapore. We are literally around the corner. We're hitting the numbers, and we're very, very close to localization. And what that means is they're going to put a headquarters in Southern California and New York. And once that happens, a refund policy will be put in place. So currently right now, if you purchase a product, there is no refund, but there is a 1-year manufacturer warranty. The second thing is our shipping is anywhere between 3 to 7 weeks, only because our team keeps selling out the warehouse. Every 2 weeks, they're delivering more products, but we just keep selling it out. The reason for that was before May, they were only shipping about 10 to 20 products out. And then Ollie Nation blew it up, and we were going 200, 400, 600, 900 devices being sold. And they've had to keep up with the back order. So currently right now, shipping is 3 to 7 weeks. However, if you are someone that says, you know what, I'm willing to pay the extra freight fee, then you can pay $150 to air freight the P90 Plus, and it should come within a week because it's only in the North America warehouse that we're sold out. They still have inventory all around the world. It's just in North America, they're struggling to keep up with our sales. And what I mean by struggling, it's not a negative thing. It's every 2 weeks they're loading the boat with however much was sold plus what they project, but we just keep shattering all those numbers. And so they believe by December, they should be in excess in the warehouse. So just wanted to give that disclaimer for you guys. I did see another question. Do they ship in order of payment? Do they ship in order of payment? Yes. So currently the new inventory that just landed at the warehouse, it will cover all of September's back order up until mid-October. And then at the end of October, they're expecting a new shipment that should cover that and put us into excess. They believe that that is the goal. But then again, Ollie Nation just keeps selling tons and tons of products every single day. I did expedite shipping. Okay. Only took 4 days. Oh, wow, Mark. There you go. Mark actually paid the expedited fee and he got his P90 Plus in 4 days. Thank you for sharing that, Mark. Let's see.
Guys, I wanna hop on here for a second. First of all, thank you guys for taking the time because I know you guys don't have to do this. I appreciate it. One, I actually did go back to the 2-pager. I love that. I keep it simple. I listen to the ones that are getting results that you're looking for. I was excited. I was waiting. I have 4 P90X pluses coming in today. My order accidentally, for some reason, got canceled. But I ordered this a week ago, and look what just arrived at the door. Another P90 that just came in. But there is going to be, like I always say at the beginning of any business, it's good and bad. One, it's good because we're at the beginning, no one knows about it. Second, we have to wait. Sometimes there's no logistics. Sometimes we have to wait for those things. But I've been in high ticket sales for a long time, and I have a lot of people that are just starting out, and they say it's the easiest sale they can make. There's duplication, there's people are trying it out, and it's such a simple way of producing it. This product actually works. I'm excited, like I said, to just see what this comes up. And for me, this was a side hustle because there's a lot of people that can't afford high ticket. Now I'm showing them this and they're like, I'm in. Like we just processed another, I mean, I was looking at some of the numbers, like what we're doing, like not quite millions yet, but you know, there's so many M1s that we're gonna have, everyone getting shares and just the product itself too. One question I have for you guys though, because that keeps coming up. How often can you use the product? Like let's say throughout the day.
So you can use it as long as there's a 4-hour gap time in between every session of P90. But the G1 eye massager, you can use it every hour.
Because yeah, that's another one. So the one you were explaining, the new product, it goes on your waist. It's not, I thought it was at the beginning, it was like another massager.
No,
for
it
the
goes
up-
around your
Oh,
stomach and then you can
and that's
shift it. You can shift it to your back for lower back issues.
okay. And then do we know price wise for that? Not yet.
It's going to be 1,000.
Awesome. Just different packages or something like that too. Eric, anyone else has got question, guys? I know that Mark, congrats. I know you were just paid at 150 and you already got it. So amazing.
That's
Troy,
amazing.
yours is coming as well. We just paid your shipment as well too. So, and then another question. If someone bought a 4-pack, they can pay for one individual product to be shipped faster for 150. So it's each product. Is that correct?
Just for the P90, yes. P90 plus, P90 plus. And to answer your guys' question, now, if you're based in the US, you can go to affirm.com and apply for an Affirm, I guess, virtual card, but we don't have a payment plan in place yet. When the company localizes into the US, they will actually set up financing through the company directly. But currently, we don't have a finance
That's awesome.
plan.
That'll be crazy. Mark mentioned to have my testimonial. So I fractured my ankle. Today I went to the specialist actually, and they told me I don't need the boot anymore. And I've been using the machine 3 times a day. So it makes a huge difference. I mean, guys, get the machine and try it out. It's an investment that is going to keep on paying over and over. And it's a one-time purchase. Like Juan said, I love complants. That's one of my things. And like I said, this is going to be something that is going to help so many people, but at the same time, you know, no offense, a lot of people are here to make money. Yes.
Yeah, and that's what
Yes.
I was going to say. That's what I love about this is really the viral nature of the device. It works. Simply, it works. Somebody is going to experience something. Somebody out there, it has some kind of issue with pain, you know, with neuropathy, with circulation, with inflammation. And when they try it, they are going to experience probably something. I got to put a disclaimer on there, right? Because everybody is different. I have to say too that I do have a little bit of neuropathy, and I can tell a better circulation in my feet and legs. When I first started taking it, I just noticed kind of a buzzing, and I had it at 10, right? That's the highest setting for the P90. And now I can start feeling it through my feet and my legs. So I can tell that the circulation is getting better.
No, I was getting those, you know, those little pants. I got like 30 of them come in. Then I saw the light bulb that someone had the light bulb on it. So with this one here too is like my mother-in-law just sat down on it and I was testing it out on her knee and one of the circulation wasn't lighting up. The other one was lighting up. So there's a way to test it. Anyways, guys, I know that you guys took Eric. Thank you for organizing this. Again, I was just double booked, so I tried to sneak in here. If you guys have any questions, reach out to the person that brought you in here too, and then literally take care of this. Like I said, go into this, do your research. There's enough information to look into this. You make an investment. I mean, most people are within 3-4 sales. They're paying off their investment. Now they're in profit for the rest of their life.
Thank you so much, guys, for having us. We really appreciate everyone's time. And if you guys have any other questions, again, get back with the person that invited you. And we definitely look forward to working with everyone.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Juan. Thanks, Van. Thanks, everybody.